Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And I got news. And it's multiplying. And over the next 24 to 48 hours, it will be a very, very, very interesting time. We kick off with, Ripple is waiting for the SEC suit resolution before going public. He's mentioned it again. It's been something that has been spoken of a couple of weeks ago, but he's come out and said, yes, we do want to go public. It makes perfect sense for the company. However, we need to wait for the SEC suit resolution before going public. And I think, of course, that makes complete sense. Now, I like what we see here, which is, what others see and what we see, And I think that comes down to research. And I never disagree with comments in the section or, try and get into arguments, because at the end of the day, I respect all of you. I know that some of you have been shilling on the channel in the comments saying, oh, I can't wait for the 31st. Oh, I can't wait, Serpent, I can't wait. But at the end of the day, regardless, I think that the most important lesson is research in cryptocurrency. I think the best thing that you can ever do in cryptocurrency is research and have a long-term mindset. You guys are getting ready to celebrate potentially on the 31st. Good for you. Well done. If you do get to celebrate, it will be a very, very, very short-lived celebration. Let's say the Serpent is out by a couple of days. So what? Is the world going to end on the 31st of May? Absolutely not. But if you do get to win a very tiny celebration on the 31st of May, I'll be the first to clap to you. I'll be well done. Hey, you got me. It didn't happen on the 31st. Imagine if it happened June 1 though. What would you say? An XRP $3 or $5 token that day. So when it comes to the case, Ripple CEO says, let's make sure what we're talking about. And there was a lot of discussion around, should cryptocurrencies be banned and blocked altogether, and there is a real misunderstanding of how blockchain technology can be applied in the US, and that's also driven because there's just such a huge lack of regulatory clarity. Ripple got ranked 38 in this year's CNBC's Disruptors Top 50 list, and blockchain as a whole, I'll put 100 people in the room, maybe if we're lucky 12 will talk exactly what blockchain is, how it's used, how it's developed, how it works. So we are so early into this that generally, like when somebody doesn't like something, they just hate on it and like, no, it's not good, let's just get rid of it. We're afraid of it because we don't understand it. And because blockchain is not yet being understood by the masses, we have issues. I remember there was a time that Blockbuster, they got their marketing department to make a survey, and they said that their customers loved going to Blockbuster, and they actually enjoyed going to see their neighbors at their local video store. That Blockbuster actually built communities. I'm sorry. Where's Blockbuster? Where's Netflix? Build communities, going to the video store. So the time in the market will always beat time in the market. And blockchain technology is going to be in the market for the long term. And once mass adoption begins to happen, that's where the companies with the best green technology, the fastest transactions, the fastest speeds, the lowest cost, they will thrive. So while we are in the meme coin, I just want to make a quick dollar era, which is 2021, when we look in 2023, what cryptocurrency and blockchain is, it will be a completely different story. So good news to come out. Another win for Ripple is the SEC attorney Duggan Bliss moves to withdraw from the case because he is leaving the employ of the SEC. Coincidence or not? Is it got anything to do with the outcome of the case about to happen? Is he not happy with how would you say it? Is he not happy with perhaps how SEC plans to play throughout these next couple of months? Who knows? Is he just simply found a better opportunity? Could have been. But I'll tell you what, having a lawyer drop out of a case does not look good for the SEC. Does not look good. And, again, all over the news. Ripple is waiting for the SEC to resolution before going public. There was just another on CoinDesk. You can find this article. It's an interview where Brad is speaking to the one of the guys from CoinDesk, talking about why going public makes so much sense. If we look on the XRP US dollar chart, if we look at the 4-hour chart, we can see this kind of pattern is beginning to happen. And this is starting to look really, really bullish, and it will be very important to see what happens over the next 24 hours. I like Raphael's diagram here of resistance, and that resistance, my friends, is the $1.20 resistance. So breaking that $1.20 resistance will be extremely important. It is a crucial line that needs to be broken. We do have this support line that has been supporting for a very, very long time, but this 130 support, that particular resistance needs to be broken. And once that breaks, then we will finally kick off the party, which I know, we've been waiting. Let's jump into Atani. Let's see what Atani tells us. So at the time of making this video, we're currently sitting at 90 cents 50. And what's really interesting is that on the hourly, the RSI has just dipped into the oversold. So it will be interesting by the time the video goes live how this is impacted and what are the moves that have occurred over the next couple of hours. And so really fascinating to see it from this point of view and from this perspective. So we will keep a very, very close eye over the coming movements. Of course, on the MACD, the lines have crossed over into a bearish signal. However, that can reverse very, very quickly. On the Bollinger, it moved out of the Bollinger and now back inside the Bollinger, but that RSI oversold on the hour will be something that we will keep a very, very close eye on. On the 4-hourly, the 4-hourly has also crossed into a bearish signal, and with the RSI sitting at around the middle, just barely inside the Bollinger. So it'll be interesting to see whether we go up and we begin a positive movement, or is this the beginning of a potential downtrend over the next couple of hours or over the next 24 hours. So on the 12-hourly, we did cross into bullish, but now we're sort of almost about to cross back into a bearish signal. The MACD is telling us that. The RSI is sitting almost in the oversold. And in the Bollinger, we're sitting more towards the bottom of the Bollinger than the middle. So it will be very, very fascinating. And on the daily, they are starting to get closer together. So the gap is closing between them, and I think that will be the beginning of the rise. So myself, on the hourly and on the daily chart, what I'm predicting is probably 72 cents, the drop. So the drop will go down to about 72. It may drop even just a little bit down to like 66. But that, for me, is what I can see over the coming hours. Now, of course, there's been a lot of talk about Bitcoin go to 20,000. The options are expiring. What's going to happen to the price? Is the price going to melt? All these things, I am actually of the opinion that the opposite will occur. Generally, when the market tells you that one thing's going to happen, the opposite happens and wrecks everyone. That's generally how the markets go. So when somebody tells you to go left, it usually goes right. But we'll keep a very close eye, and how the Bitcoin price impacts XRP price, I will be bringing that to you as fast as possible. So as soon as I know, you will know as well. Let's jump into some charts and let's see some drawings and let's see what they tell us. All right, so we're back in. So if we were to have a final dip, that final dip would probably sit there around that 68 sort of mark. But that would be it. That would be the final last dip, and then we would continue to rise and move forward and push towards. I mean, you can see it on here. It's $8, the price prediction, before I drop back down to like $3.90, and then from there continue to rise. But essentially, from here we will go up, break 120, push forward, right, push very forward into the 220s, trade sideways for just a little bit, then go 470, back down to 390, bounce around there, go to 8, and then come back down to 390 as we consolidate. But this is over a course of a couple of months, so it's not, we're going to go to $8 within the next couple of days. We just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. In regards to what needs to happen next, well, one of the things that we do need this reversal to kick in. And once that occurs, then we will begin our rise. And so 120 is a very, very important aspect. It's a very important critical point. So we could touch that 65, 66 66 cents maximum before we continue our rise and push past 120 and then retest 120 and then go forward into the 220 and beyond. So super exciting. I can't wait to see how this all unfolds over the next couple of hours. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you all so very much for the love and passion that you show the channel, and I look forward to see you on the next one.